Hi Flosstube, I'm Annie and I am the Proper Stitcher and welcome to episode 107. If this is your first time joining me, I am so glad you stopped by today. This is a channel where I like to talk about cross stitch, sometimes quilting, and hopefully give you inspiration to fully finish your projects. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your continued support, all of your wonderful comments you send my way. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have had a great last 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since my last Flosstube. I just returned from the Samplers Remembered Retreat in Franklin, Tennessee. I'll give you a little bit more information about that. And I am about to go out of town again to visit Elaine at Anabella's for her grand reopening and a meet and greet at her store tomorrow, which is why my bookshelves are empty. I still have all of my models packed up and I have not put anything else out on my shelf, but I wanted to come to you all today with a quick update. So let's jump right in. In this episode, I'm going to give you a little bit of life updates. I'm going to share with you the retreat, give you some information about the retreat, show you the one whip that I worked on while I was at the retreat, a little bit of haul, and then we'll go into our giveaways. So let's get started. Grab your cross stitch, grab your favorite beverage, and a pen and paper. So Gray, what is Gray up to? Gray is just being busy with school and all the things that she has going on up there. I sent her a cookie cake a couple of days ago, and she and her friends had a cookie cake party in her dorm. It's funny, she said she texted everyone and said, my mom sent me a cookie cake, and she said they all were at her dorm before she even made it back because they, I guess, had a sweet tooth that day. So that was sweet that she was able to have some downtime and enjoy something homemade, I guess. So, and then Tristan, he leaves today for another Young Life camp. He will be gone for the weekend, so he's pretty excited about that. It's funny how these little camping trips come just at the right time. I think he's ready for a break. He's a little busy and overwhelmed with all of the college applications and tours that we have scheduled. So he's looking forward to a nice, relaxing weekend. And when they go on these camps, they have no technology. So he is completely unplugged. He completely gets to unwind and relax and just be with friends and enjoy being outside. So he's really excited about that. Matthew will be by himself tonight. Not sure how he feels about that. I think he's probably okay with that. Just some quiet time at home for him is probably much needed. So it's been very, very quiet the last few weeks. So we are just getting ready for fall. We're getting some fall decorations out. And so next week it'll be completely different on my shelves and around my house. So let's jump into the retreat. So last weekend I co-hosted the Samplers Remembered Retreat with Stitch Etc. And the guest designer was Little Robin Designs, Robin with Little Robin Designs, and she did an amazing job. How the retreat was set up is everyone checked in on Thursday. So all the guests, all the attendees arrived on Thursday. They got settled in, they found the places that they wanted to sit, and we just started things off with so much fun and so many wonderful activities. So we had that night we passed out mesh bags for everybody. Mesh bags are these amazing bags that you have seen me share with you on my Flosstube. They are It's So Emma bags. You can get them at the Fat Quarter Shop, but you can stitch on these bags. And I created a free pattern that when I figure out how to upload freebies on my website, which I'll figure that out next week, I'll let you know. I have a couple of freebies to share. Free patterns is what I mean by freebies. I will post that, but it is a design that I created that we put with the mesh bag and all the DMC floss. It's a pearl cotton floss that you can use to stitch on this burlap sack or burlap mesh bag from Fat Quarter Shop. But this is the free pattern that I inserted in there. Super cute. It's just a motif that I came up with. You can stitch it on these bags, or you can stitch it as a small for a gift, or you can make a needle book with it, but just a small little design. It is 49 by 27 is the stitch count. So it makes the perfect size for a quick little stitch on that bag. And Lori Wilson was also in attendance with Thread Milk Company, design company, and she created a Christmas themed design as well that was inserted with the bag. So it was a lot of fun that night that everybody got that bag. They got a little tutorial on how to stitch on that bag, and it was just something fun, another bag, another goodie for everybody to have. And then on Friday, we let everybody have a free day. So usually when you go to retreats, you're scheduled, you're booked with retreat activities, and you don't really get to enjoy the area that you're visiting. And so we really wanted the attendees to take a day and go and explore Franklin. And so we let Friday be a free day. You could stay and stitch if you wanted to, or you could go out and explore Franklin, and a lot of people did that. So that was a lot of fun to hear what everybody did that day. Everything from touring Carter House to Belmont Mansion in downtown Nashville to Leaper's Fork, which is the town next to Franklin. A lot of people just went and had dinner and did some shopping and some antiquing. And so that was so much fun to hear what everybody did that day. And then that evening, we passed out the swag bags. And so the swag bags, that is just a fancy way of saying your bag of goodies that everybody got from us from the retreat. All the attendees got a project bag from Creative Country Girl, Tammy Blaylock. And so the French General fabric, everybody had a different bag. They were coordinating fabric colors and fabric choices. And Tammy was wonderful with coming up with designs on how to coordinate those fabrics. She is so good with choosing beautiful trim and embellishments. And I was so impressed with the job that she did. She does have a website, creativecountrygirl.com. And I will link it below, but she does retreat bags, which are travel bags for retreats. She does project bags. She's always coming up with something new and creative. And I just love these bags that she created for retreat attendees. This is the one that I got. Again, everybody got a different bag, but they were all French General fabric. So good job, Tammy. These are beautiful, and I am so excited to have this bag now. I love Tammy's bags, and I'm so excited to have this now in my collection of her bags. So this was the swag bag, but I forgot to mention that morning, was it that morning? Doesn't matter. Another gift that everybody got, this may have been from Saturday. Everyone got also from French General Fabric, a strawberry. This strawberry was made by Under the Woolen Willow, and I will link her Etsy shop below, but Michelle with Under the Woolen Willow does a beautiful job with making strawberries. These are great for adobo, for decorating with little vignettes for your cross-stitched finishes, but it is a beautiful, she is so talented. She did a beautiful job on these strawberries, and I love it. She just did a great job. I accidentally turned off my video. This is also in the French General fabric, and it is beautiful. So thank you, Michelle. I will link her website below. She does a lot of different types of strawberries and other amazing things in her shop. So that was passed out to all of the attendees. And then on Saturday was the class. So Robin with Little Robin Designs, she did a presentation. What everybody got was a kit, and inside the box of the kit was the sampler that Robin reproduced. And Robin found, she has a beautiful selection of antique samplers. And so she reproduced Mary Ann Bennett, 1847. So this is what she reproduced for us. And she even designed a little small motif that could go on a box top, or you can make as a pin cushion, an adorable little pattern. But this pattern is what she reproduced for us, this antique sampler. And it is available to purchase at Stitch, etc. So Mary Ann Bennett, 1847. So everyone got this pattern. They got all the floss for the pattern, and the floss is beautiful. Robin did such a good job selecting the floss for the sampler. But all of the floss was included. All of these beautiful colors. Very rich tones, bright browns and pinks and reds and greens, and blue. This blue is beautiful. So many beautiful colors that Robin selected. And everyone also received the linen, which is 40 count cream and sugar by Fiber on a Whim, and a floss ring that I made that has the image of the sampler on the floss ring. So Robin did a presentation that was amazing. She went over everything from how she selects her antique samplers to how she approaches reproducing them, and a little bit of history. There was not a lot of history, or any history really, on Mary Ann Bennett, but she gave a wonderful presentation of what a young girl's life looked like in 1847 and what that meant for needleworkers at that time. She did an amazing job, and I was just so impressed. She went above and beyond our expectations. And then that was in the morning, and then that afternoon she taught a lacing class on how to lace the back of the little motif and put it on a box. And that was an amazing, just very informative, very organized presentation on how to lace a piece of needlework. So Robin, thank you. I'm going to also link Robin's website below if you would like to go and check out her designs, all of her other designs. She is so talented, and I am so excited because I am sharing a room with her at Nashville Needlework Marketplace. So she is going to be my exhibit room mate. All right, we're going to share the front room of the shop space of the at the Embassy Suites for Nashville Needlework Market. So Robin, good job. Thank you so much, and thank you for all you did to make this retreat amazing. Every night that weekend, we also had a vendor market. There were Farmhouse Needleworks was there with her bags, and she did an amazing job with her bags too. This is the Melanie Fagan is her name. This is the bag that I got from her, and it is also in the same line of the French General fabric, and I just love French General fabric. This also has a, I think it's more of a for your floss, but it's got a floss keeper inside, so you can keep your floss here while you're stitching, and you have this zipper pouch to keep odds and ends, like your loose pieces that you want to keep inside. Melanie has a site as well, Etsy shop, so I will link it below. But she was there, she was a vendor. Tammy with Creative Country Girl, Lori Wilson had a booth. Of course, Robin did with Little Robin Designs. Amanda Badger, who is Soulful Creations, had a booth. I had my patterns there, and Stitch, etc. had some of their stuff there. So it was fun every night. Everybody got to shop for a few hours and just enjoy seeing what everybody brought. So let me share with you what I got that weekend. I did get the bags, and I purchased 2 patterns from Robin. I got All She Surveys, which was one of her releases last year. I love this pattern. Very fitting for a Nashville market. And then the Charming Cow Sampler. I purchased that one from her. Charming Cow Sampler. So I'll link her shop below so you can go and see her other patterns and designs. Just an amazing, talented woman. So thank you, Robin. You were awesome. And this is what I received a lot of cards. I received several sweet gifts while I was there. Everything from floss rings to scissor fobs to keychains to cards, just so many amazing and thoughtful things. And I appreciate everyone who took the time to make those goodies for everyone at the retreat and for me. I appreciate it. That is one of my favorite things about retreats, is just seeing everybody interact with each other, making new friends, hanging out with friends that they remember from other retreats. And so it was so nice to just have a relaxing weekend and just be with other stitchers. I did get 2 gifts I want to share with you. I finally got to meet in person Teresa with Jersey Girl Stitch Company, and I have shared her pattern, her pins with y'all. I've used them as giveaways that she has sent, and I was so excited to finally get to meet her in person. And she said she found this at an antique store, but she found me a Bluebird of Happiness. And this is a glass bluebird that is just adorable. These birds were made in, I believe, Fayetteville, Arkansas. There used to be a glass company that would make these birds, and it is no longer in business, but you can sometimes find them in antique stores. And she said she found this a couple of weeks ago and just immediately thought of me. So Teresa, I love this bluebird, and it is very special because Teresa is just someone I've really gotten to know, someone that I've enjoyed messaging on Instagram and text messaging, but it was just so nice to meet her in person. And I'll always think of Teresa when I see this. So adorable. And then I also got to meet in person for the first time, Alicia, who is the Fanciful Flamingo. She has a YouTube channel, and she's going to start hosting retreats. I will link her Flosstube below and her website if you would like to go and see what she has going on. But she brought me this adorable little bird, and it is a blue and white, just little ceramic bird and with a gold beak, and it is just precious. So thank you so much for sharing that with me. So those were 2 little goodies that I got that weekend, and it was just so much fun. We wrapped things up Saturday night with the Smalls Exchange. I love watching the Smalls Exchange. Even if you don't participate in it, it's so much fun to watch. People just exchange gifts that they have stitched and personally made for someone that they don't know who's going to receive it. And it's just one of my favorite parts of a retreat. Like I said, even if I don't participate, it's so much fun to just watch and see what creative ideas people have, not only with what they select to stitch, but how they finish. So that was one of my favorite parts of the weekend too. And then everybody finished up Saturday night, and we were done. I drove home Sunday morning, and it was so nice to just come home and rest and just kind of recap and get ready for the week again. So thank you all who attended the retreat. Thank you all for cheering us on the sidelines and watching from afar. And thank you, Robin, so much for an amazing presentation. So let's jump into the other gifts I got and the other haul I got that are not retreat related. So I got a wonderful surprise in the mail from Creative Carol Designs. She sent me, and it was so funny, I was just thinking about her the other day. Creative Carol Designs is another bag maker, but she sent me this adorable portfolio that she makes. She makes a lot of these different fabrics, but she found this Cavalier King Charles fabric, and she said it just made her think of me. So she made me this little portfolio, and this is what my Bella dog looks like. Bella looks just like this sweet Cavalier, and she made me this portfolio. So inside the portfolio, you have a zipper pouch where you can keep loose ends of probably your scissors, your floss, all those kinds of things. This is a great place to keep a needle, hold those loose threads that you are using that are not on the tag. and then another side. You can fit a lot of projects in here. You can fit smalls. You can fold up your fabric and your pattern, and you can, if you're going on a trip, this is a great little size to take with you. But here's her logo, so you can see how to spell her name. It's with a K, Creative with a K, Creative Carol Designs, and I will link her site below. She is on Etsy. So it's creativecaroldesigns.etsy.com, and I'll link her shop below so that you can go and see other things that she has. She makes bags as well, but this is so sweet, and I appreciate it, Carol. I have not had a chance to write you back, but this is adorable, and I love it. Anything with dogs on it, I love, but especially if it looks like my dogs. So thank you. That was very thoughtful of you. I also received in the mail, I joined the Fat Quarter Shop's Fancy or Fine Floss monthly club. This is an MPI silk club. I joined a couple of years ago and I canceled the subscription because I felt like I had enough of the silk floss, but I decided to start it up again just because I like getting these packs in the mail. They have other types of floss clubs. You can do a Classic Color Works one. I believe they have a Weeks Dye Works one, but I wanted the silk one because that's usually something I don't buy myself and just to have. And what they do each month is they coordinate the colors, and they're all within the same color family. So this one was berry red. These are all beautiful shades of berry, very fall colors, really pretty. And then on the back, they tell you the number that they have. So in this one, in this NPI silk, which is needlepoint silk, the summer 2023 club, the numbers are 221, that's the lightest color, 222, that's the next color, 223 is this one, 225, and then 227. Just amazing colors. I love it. I love getting these. I can't wait to see what I get next month. But I'm going to link it below if you want to go and check out their floss clubs that they have. It's a great way to build your stash, and it's also just a good way that you get to get an idea of how these thread companies can coordinate their colors, because it's just hard to see that these are all within the same color palette, coordinating color palette. So this is the Berry Red 2023 September Club. So I will link that below for you. I feel like I'm going fast. I'm sorry. I always do that when I'm going out of town. I probably should have recorded yesterday, but yesterday was a little busy in my house, so I didn't. So I did get another antique sampler in the mail, and I wanted to share that with you. This one is Margaret Kendall 1820. I have not taken it out of the frame yet, as you can see, but I love, can you guess why? I love the blues and I love the greens, and I just really like these motifs down here. So this one is Margaret Kendall, age 11, 1820. And it has really pretty shades of gold and green and blue and hearts. Just so sweet. So this one I'll take out of the frame and look at the back and really get an idea of what colors she used in this piece of needlework. But it's so pretty. This was waiting on me when I got home. It's so funny when I get things like this in the mail. When I'm gone, Matt will call and say, what did you order? What did you get? So that came while I was gone. And I am excited. We'll see that one again, probably next year. Okay, let's go into my whip from the retreat. So as you can imagine, at the retreat, I don't get a lot of time to sit and stitch because we're either talking to people or just interacting with everyone or handling door prizes, things like that. But I did work on my floral motif sampler, but I did not iron it for you this time. So sorry about that. But I worked on 3 tiny little motifs. These are the 3 that I worked on down here. I worked on this little bitty one, this one, which is my favorite red again, the Buckeye Scarlet, which is a Gentle Arts thread. And then this one surprised me. I was not expecting those colors to really speak to me, but that is a beautiful little motif. It has a terracotta. I think the green is cucumber. It's really pretty. So here is my progress on the floral motif sampler. Let me first share with you, in case this is your first time watching. The floral motif sampler is a pattern from the Scarlet house. And what a lot of people said to me this at the retreat when they looked at it is it's not as big as you think it is. This looks like a large sampler when you look at the image on the cover, but it's not as big as it looks. And so mine is being stitched on 40 count. Even if you stitch it on 28 count, 32 count, whatever count you stitch it on, it's not as big as it looks. So here is the size of it. So a lot of comments were made about that. A lot of people just thought that it was going to be a bigger sampler. So this one, I am stitching on 40 count Picture This Plus Mallow. And here is my progress. So as you can see, I am making my way on the middle, and then I'll fill in this circle area. I'm using 1 strand of floss over 2. So this is so much fun to stitch. So much fun. The colors are beautiful. There were 3 other women there that they were stitching this while I was while we were at the retreat, and it was so much fun to see what everyone was stitching on. Someone was stitching it on Pink Ada, which was really interesting and beautiful. Lots of creative ideas. You can use the DMC, you can use the overdyes, whatever floss you want. It is going to be a beautiful, beautiful design. So this is the Scarlet House Floral Motif Sampler. So that was my one whip, and it was a lot of fun. I've been doing some designing and model stitching for Christmas. I'm a little behind schedule. So unfortunately, that's just the way it is this year. Next year, I'll have my Christmas releases out sooner, but that is going to keep me busy over the next few weeks. So I will share with y'all sneak peeks over the next few weeks, but you probably won't see any other stitching going on except for what I'm working on for my model stitching. So hopefully I'll have some Christmas designs out for you all in a few weeks. So that will be a lot of fun. Okay, let's go into our giveaways. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I asked you all to share with me what you like most about fall. And so it was really, or what you're looking forward to the most about fall. And that was so much fun to go through and read. I am already, my allergies are starting to bother me. And Tristan too, poor guy, his nose and everything. I hate that for him. We both suffer from allergies, but he gets it really bad. But it has been, it was fun reading. I'm still reading through the comments. I am still behind on shipping out the giveaways, but I will get caught up by Monday or Tuesday. So be patient with me. Okay, so this week, so what you do if you would like to be entered to win a giveaway, be a subscriber, like the video, and leave a comment below listing the number that you would like to be entered to win. Please be 18 or older so I can ask for your address. If you are not, just have a parent or guardian or an adult do that for you. And let's announce who won last week. So last week, I had a lot of patterns from Judy Whitman with JBW Designs. She sent us so many wonderful gifts, and I wanted to share them with you. I just love Judy. You all know that she's a dear friend of mine and a mentor, and I appreciate her so much. But she sent us a copy of her Bluebirds of Happiness. The winner of this is Laurie, L-A-U-R-I-E, Carlson, C-A-R-L-S-O-N. Number 2 is A Round Britain. This is Carolyn Reynolds. Carolyn Reynolds. Number 3 is Hannah's Bluebird Sampler. This goes to Connie Steele, S-T-E-E-L-E. And number 4 is just a collection of Judy's new releases of Christmas stockings. So this goes to Lee, L-E-I-G-H, Holland. Lee Holland. Number 5 is a pattern by Shakespeare's Peddler, Throw Wide the Windows. This goes to Teresa Thompson. And then I was offering a PDF copy of any chart of your choice to these 5 winners. So if I call your name, when you email me, just tell me what pattern you would like for me to email to you in PDF form. So the winners are Patty Altier, Altier, Catherine with a K, Bowles, Boles, Kelly Tadlock, Linda Warner, and Vicky with an I at the end, Kennedy. So email me at theproperstitcher@gmail.com and tell me what pattern of mine that you would like, and I will send it to you. So thank you all so much for answering that question last week or 2 weeks ago. And if I called your name, just email me, tell me what you want, and send me your address. So this week we have a few gifts or giveaways. So this week, the question is, again, be a subscriber, like my video, and answer the question below, and enter the number that you would like to win. And this one will be, it's one of those weeks where I don't have an idea of what to, I didn't write something down. This week, why don't you answer what is your favorite Halloween memory? What is your favorite Halloween memory? We did not celebrate Halloween that much when I was little. We didn't do a lot of dressing up. We didn't do a lot of trick-or-treating. So a lot of my favorite Halloween memories are with my children. I just love decorating for Halloween. We never did scary Halloween. We always did cute Halloween, and it was so much fun dressing the kids up in their costumes. And one of the schools that they went to when they were younger, the lower school, elementary school, they had a Halloween parade. So the kids would dress up in their Halloween costumes, and they would parade outside on the school lawn, and everybody would watch and cheer on all of the kids in their Halloween costume. And that's one of my favorite memories. Every year we would do that. So it was a lot of fun, very cute. I just love seeing little kids in their Halloween costumes. It can be a little stressful for parents. What's my child going to be this year? Just getting all of that together, but we just made it fun. And one of my favorite costumes for Matthew was he dressed up as Mayhem, the guy who plays on the Allstate commercials. So he wore a suit, and he got dirt and put it all over his suit and rubbed it on his face and put a Band-Aid on his head and spiked his hair. He looked like the Mayhem guy from the Allstate commercials, and that's still one of my favorite costumes of his. And it was hysterical. And he carried around a sign that says Mayhem. So that was cute. That was a lot of fun. And then when I was in college, I always liked to be in animate objects. And my roommates and I, we would always have a Halloween party. And one year I was a disco ball, so I made a disco ball costume with sequins fabric and wrapped it around foam, and that was really funny. And I didn't think about having to go to the bathroom though, because that one was hard to assemble and take off, so that was interesting. But it was a lot of fun, and lots of fun memories from that one. And then the year before that, I was a Christmas tree, and my best friend, she was an angel. So I wore green libtards, I got green tulle, and put it all over my libtard, and attached ornaments to my costume. So that was fun too. So Halloween can be fun. Some people don't celebrate. That's okay. But what is your favorite Halloween memory? And if you don't have one, that's okay. Just list below what you would like to be entered to win. So here we go. Number 1 is a pin set, jack-o'-lantern pin set from Teresa with Jersey Girl Stitch Company. So this is a pin that you can put in a pin keep, or a drum, or just use as a counting pin. It's really pretty. So that is number 1. Number 2 is JBW Designs Christmas Smalls. Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, why didn't I put a sticky note on this one? It's a bundle. You also get Christmas ornaments 4 from JBW Designs. This has a lot of patterns in it. Not sure how many. I think maybe 20. But you get these 2. That's number 2. Number 3 is 3 selections of Prairie Schooler Santas. So you get 3 of these. You get the 2020 North Wind, 2018 Let It Snow, and 2005. This one is a 2005 Santa. So those are the 3. Number 3. Someone's house alarm's going off. So sorry about that. And number 4 is Little House Needleworks October's Party. So Little House Needleworks October's Party. This says, October gave a party, the leaves by hundreds came, the chestnuts, oaks, and maples, and leaves of every name. The sunshine spread a carpet, and everything was grand. Miss Weather led the dancing, Professor Wind the band. That's cute. So that's Little House Needlework October's Party, number 4. And then number 5, I'm going to do the same as last week. I will select 5 people or 5 winners to select one of my patterns as a PDF email. So number 5 of you will win that. So those are our giveaways for the next time. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I am going to Anabella's for the meet and greet and grand reopening tomorrow, and I hope to see you there. If you are in the Waynesville, North Carolina area, come by and say hello. And until then, I will see you next Thursday or Friday here on Flosstube. We'll get back to our regular schedule weekly Flosstube updates. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.